Welcome to Tech Talk with Etech. I'm Tech Bob, and today we're going common. Let's talk tech. Damaged connectors. So this one, we typically like to refer to connectors as like Legos. They all snap into place easily. Have you ever tried to mash in like a puzzle piece or a Lego into the wrong place and it doesn't go in? Same thing with flex cables. It's not a difficult thing, but force is never the answer. If you do apply excessive force and the connector is not aligned, you can cause one of two types of damage. One being the part you're installing itself, so whether it be a screen, a battery, another flex cable, or the connector on the receiving side, which is the logic board. The more serious of those is going to be the one on the logic board because that requires a board level repair to replace that soldered on connector. As to where the part damage, you just replace the part. You are losing that part, but you're not losing the phone. Damaged connectors are avoidable by ensuring that alignment is met and that you're gently pressing down. This is one case where we do recommend using your hands, mainly your finger, because you can feel how much force you're applying. You don't want to use something like a spudger in this case because you can't fully feel the pressure or force on that end, and you can control the movement more. Another common issue we see is related to crimped flex cables. This typically occurs when you install a part and seal a device and the flex cable gets caught between the screen and the board. That pinch in the cable causes the small electronic traces in there, typically they're copper lines, to break, and you'll end up with things like touch issues, intermittent display issues, the display not working at all. And it's important to test your parts before you fully install it. That way you know right out of the box the part is good or bad, so you're able to continue with the repair, stop and try a different part. Because if you notice at that point in your testing, there's no issues with the part, but now there's issues when you finish the repair, it's going to typically either be your connection or a pinched flex cable. And a couple tips to avoid that are just making sure that when you are finally sealing the device, you can visibly see the cable that is near a joint between a screen and a frame, and you can push it out of the way with something like a spudger. So this right here, we would carefully just push the cable in slightly to make sure it doesn't pinch with the frame. Another thing is when you are sealing it, if you feel resistance at all, especially near cables, you don't want to just use more force. You want to open the device back up and make sure that that cable isn't what's causing the resistance. And as far as RMAs are concerned, crimped flex cables can turn into ripped flex cables, which in both cases are considered damaged and do not qualify for parts credit. Remember, if you want parts, tools, and knowledge, Tech Talk with Etech has got you covered. Tech Bob out.